Hello again. It's another week, and this is another word with Dave. And now we're in the book of Ruth, right after Judges. And actually, it kind of ties in with the time of the Judges because the book of Ruth was written around the time of the Judges. So I'm going to read from Ruth chapter 1, reading from 1 to 6 and 15 to 19. And it begins like this. In the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land. And a man from Bethlehem in Judah, together with his wife and 2 sons, went to live for a while in the country of Moab. The man's name was Elimelech, his wife's name Naomi, and the names of his 2 sons were Mahlon and Chilion. They were Ephrathites from Bethlehem, Judah, and they went to Moab and lived there. Now Elimelech, Naomi's husband, died, and she was left with her 2 sons. They married Moabite women, one named Orpah and the other Ruth. After they had lived there about 10 years, both Mahlon and Chilion also died, and Naomi was left without her 2 sons and her husband. When she heard in Moab that the Lord had come to the aid of his people by providing food for them, Naomi and her daughter-in-law prepared to return home from there. Verse 15. Look, said Naomi, your sister-in-law is going back to her people and her gods. Go back with her. But Ruth replied, don't urge me to leave you or to turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me, be it ever so severely, if anything but death separates you and me. When Naomi realized that Ruth was determined to go with her, she stopped urging her. Verse 19. So the 2 women went on until they came to Bethlehem. When they arrived in Bethlehem, the whole town was stirred because of them. And the women exclaimed, can this be Naomi? The word of the Lord. So the theme for this week is leave your past behind. Leave your past behind. Oh yes, some things we should learn from the past so that we don't make the same mistakes in the future. But we shouldn't let the past hold us back in the past. We should look forward to a brighter future. Don't let your past hold you back. Whatever you did in the past, forget about it and move forward. Unless it's a lesson that you're learning from it, then you should look back and remember that lesson. But apart from that, move forward with your life. Ruth was from Moab, and they were relatives of the Israelites, but they were not so friendly with them. That has another long story to it. They worshipped their own gods. But Ruth gave up all of that to follow Naomi and Naomi's God, Jehovah. Whatever life you had in the past, you should give it up and start to follow God as well. Ruth teaches us that we must give up everything from our past and follow God. So to escape the famine, Elimelech and his entire household took a big risk and moved to Moab, to a country where the people weren't so friendly to them. So pretty much they were like missionaries. And in the case of Ruth, they were successful. So they went in this foreign land where they have a foreign god, and even sacrificing children and things like that in this land of Moab. And they took the risk and go there as, people who worship God. But they actually came out successful when they went there, because they were the only people there worshiping God. They came back with Ruth, and Ruth started worshiping God. And the story of Ruth continues with a very interesting ending. So leave your past behind and focus on the future. Let God guide you into a brighter future. Amen.